the Action Pool Tour. We're here at the beautiful Q Master Billiard Room in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And 47 players started yesterday's play, and we're down to the final 8. We're going to have a very, very exciting match to kick off the show here. And our first contestant is a local young man who's just has been really coming into his own. A young man named Mr. Reymart Lim. He's a semi-professional player from this Tidewater, Virginia Beach area, and he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to be dealing with the likes of Hall of Fame champion, world champion Johnny Archer from Marietta, Georgia, represented on one tour by Scorpion Q's, and probably a host of other things too. Those are the only sponsor I know that I'm aware of. Johnny and Reymart are one of the final, or two of the final 4 players that are still undefeated in this event, number 5. Here it is. Johnny Archer has been a champion since the mid-1990s. He's won a U.S. Open 9-ball title down here, and it was 2-time world 9-ball champion, and a tremendous player. He owned a pool room in Marietta, Georgia, with a partner, former pro player Kim Davenport. My understanding is that establishment did close down, but I didn't hear it officially. But this is going to be a race to 7, alternate breaking format, and that it's tough if you fall behind in this format, because you can't string games to come back that easily when the opponents get as rugged and as seasoned as the likes of Mr. Archer. Reymart Lim has a tremendous break. He broke in 5 balls yesterday in one of the racks that he shot on this very table. So here we go. We're going to have some fun today, and we're off to see the Wizard babies. Happy Mother's Day indeed. Johnny broke the balls well, but came up dry. And Reymart has a very, very decent opportunity. I think his 2-9 is a good play in the side pocket combination. The 8-10 is going to be difficult, but let's see what he can do. All balls have to be called, and call a call a pocket. He came back a little far and he got jacked up over the 5. This is very, very difficult situation. The 8-10 is looking locked up from here. Very, very demanding shot from Reymart, and Johnny is probably going to try to play a safety of some sort. In fact, that's all. Even in safeties have to be called. If Johnny calls safe, for example, it makes a good strike on the 3, but his cue ball or pockets another ball, Reymart has the right to have Johnny shoot again. Those are the rules that we're playing under. The 10 ball does not count on the break shot. And then part 2 of it is that we have 3 fouls in a row by the same player in the same game is loss of game. Johnny plays Reymart might have the outside edge of his 3 ball. He might have more of it than that. He might have a shot at it. Nope. If that 3 would have fallen in another pocket, John would have been within his rights to let Reymart shoot again in the rules of 10 ball that we're playing. But that didn't happen, so John is going to probably just try to kick and come up with a defensive shot of some sort. That was a very good shot. Very good shot. John broke up the 8-10 and hid Reymart. He played the dual purpose sort of a shot. And Reymart is calling a pocket, even though it's a kick. He makes lots of these too. No hit. He struck a 6 ball first, and Archer has ball in hand, and the 8-10 are locked up again. Shot I'd like actually is John to shoot the 3 into the 8. And lock him up on the 4 and get him on 2 fouls. The run out is going to be fairly demanding because the 6 ball has limited options. They're not what they call. This isn't an open layout by anybody's stretch of the imagination. This is Johnny Archer. Who am I to second guess Johnny Archer here? He knows his game. Drifted, playing the 3, 4, 5 all in the same pocket probably. He's going to be playing the run rolled inside ball from the 5 to the 6 to the upper left corner on your screen. I think that's what John was looking at there. That looks pretty good. It might be a little flatter than he might have liked. Flatter means a little straighter in. He might have wanted a little more angle, but this looks pretty good. To go and get straight in on the 6 in the upper left. That's a good shot, but then the 8-10 are still locked up a little bit. Well, no percentage in Reymart maybe shooting out here. Unless he can get a break shot here at 7. Might be a little wide. Trying to see if it plays in the same pocket. He's going to shoot the 7. Might be shooting the bank cross corner. No, it went clean. I'm 15 feet away from him and can't see whether the ball went or not. And Reymart Lim takes a 1-0 lead over Mr. Johnny Archer. This again is an alternate break format. Sponsors for the Action Pool Tour, a regional tour that plays in Maryland and Virginia, primarily Virginia, is we play 8, 9, and 10 ball on this tour. The sponsors include Q Sports International. Ozzie Reynolds, CEO of that company, is also the owner and operator of Action Pool Tour and founder. And they own the BCA pool leagues. They run many major events in the country here, including the U.S. Bar Table Championships, as well as their crown jewel, the BCA Nationals that 10,000 people descend on Las Vegas at the Rio in July. Just like a plague of locusts, about every player, amateur, pro, are there. It's a real jamboree in the desert. A real nice bank from Johnny. He pockets a 1 cross side and it's fallen on a 2-6 combination play here that it might sit good after he he's looking pretty good. He's got to reach for this one though. But struck with some real aplomb. Johnny is probably around 50 years old now, but he's been a tremendous champion for over half his life. Maybe a little short there, I don't know. Very nicely played there. He wasn't planning on bumping the 7. He was playing for the 7 in the side. Now his plan is going to have to change a little bit. Should be okay. He can draw it to the 8. Ideal. Good shot there. This should be a pretty cut and dried situation in front of him here. He got a favorable roll there. That way he wasn't trying to do that either. But Johnny Archer wins game number 2 and is tied at 1-1 with both players on the break. Q Sports International is also the North American distributors of Magic Rack, a product that you'll see these guys fiddling with these racks, trying to get the racks tight. When you're on premier equipment like we're playing on, that the balls make pock marks when they're hit hard by players that can break up to close to 30 miles an hour and create pits in the slate and in the cloth, and the balls don't rack cleanly, and sometimes the racks, these players hit the racks is like they hit a wet newspaper or something when the balls aren't frozen. That's a real strongly hit break there from Archer. He pocketed the 6 ball and has a nice opportunity here, a decent layout up ahead of him. Good natural to come from the 1 all the way down table to the 2. He has a nice open pathway to play the 2 in the top left corner pocket of the screen. Q Sports International has the American Billiard clubs and have an American rotation. He played the short side of the ball and got funny on it. He was going to probably play safe and try to lock him up. Probably no probablys about it. His Remember, I ordered a large Coke with no ice.
Oh, really? Set that down.
Actually, pulled to her. Okay.
I set it at the wrong table. I know exactly what.
Reymart is relegated with a kick play on this 2 ball.
I put it at the table you were at when you ordered.
Okay, an opportunity for our local player, Reymart Lim here. I like his chances. He's got a reach. Okay, this looks like probably 2 rails to the 7 ball in this lower right corner pocket on your screen. Angle's real fast though. Wow, what a shot. He held that angle very well. Has a attractive scoring opportunity in front of him here. Oh, this is a nerve tester. Jacked up over the 10. It's about straight in the side, but it's into a tiny pocket. Very, very tough shot here. Well, he played the corner. Both shots were difficult. John gets a nice opportunity here. Archer takes a 2-1 lead over Reymart Lim here. Other sponsors of the Action Pool Tour include Diamond Tables. These players are playing on a Diamond Pro table. Beautiful Coca-Cola wood and matching light fixtures overhead. The standard of the industry. The choice of tournament players worldwide. That was a greatly hit break there. They're playing on Simonis 860 tournament blue cloth. Also the standard of the industry, the choice of players worldwide. Simonis has been in business for 500 years, 400 years, as long as this game was invented. I think Simonis cloth was on the scene. They're playing with the Aramith billiard balls. The Pro Cup series with the what's commonly known as the measles ball because it has red dots on it. That's a mistake Reymart cannot afford to make. Other sponsors of the Action Pool Tour. This is fairly routine here. John will probably play for the 10 in the top right corner of the screen. Reymart concedes the ball to Johnny, and that's a bad miss on the 5 ball from Reymart. Archer takes a 3-1 lead. Other sponsors include Tiger Cues and Products. We also have another titan in the industry, Predator Cues and Predator Products, featuring the Poison line from Predator. They make more than just high-tech cues and low deflection shafts. They make gloves, chalk, just about anything. Also, Viking cues of Wisconsin. I lived in Wisconsin for several years, and lots of pool played there, and lots of people played with the Viking cues, and it was originally Gordon and Nancy Hart in Madison, Wisconsin. And it still might be too, for what they're still in the business themselves. We have OzoneBilliards.com. Just about anything game room related. You ask for it, you can get it. We have Kamui tips and Kamui products. John was trying to stick him behind the 6. Reymart can't see the one full enough to play a billiard on it. So he probably just try to just get it out of there and get back up table. Trying to plot his route, do that. That was a pretty representative effort from Reymart. Johnny might have a shot at the ball though. He may or may not. I can't really tell. Johnny caught a little piece of the 6 ball too, and gives Reymart an opportunity to cut into this lead here with a nice open opportunity. That's a pretty respectable shot there. He's in good position. He's just going to roll this 4 ball in smoothly. Can't really hit it other than just to make the ball perfect. This is sort of touchy. He's going to go between the 6-8. Ideal. Looks like 2 cushions around to the 7 or just 1. Right on it. Good shot. Maybe a little bit off. It's going to go a little farther away from the 8, but it's still good. Pretty much a player's choice sort of a shot here. Reymart played for the side pocket. Well played rack from Reymart Lim. Reymart Lim closes the gap to 3 games to 2. It's turned into a real good match here. Other sponsors include East Coast Landscaping. Larry Flager, a frequent player on our tour, has got this landscaping, East Coast Landscaping from this Tidewater, Norfolk area. Larry was supposed to play here, but came down with the flu, and if Larry's listening and sweating the action while he's sweating out that flu, hope all is well with you, my friend. Look forward to breaking bread with you again soon. A very nice break shot from Reymart. He has another opportunity here in front of him. We have Rayman's Pro Shop, located inside of Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia. Ray Walters is Rayman is their action pool tour director. That's a tasty shot. Reymart may be playing to possibly get to a 310. Not that this is easy, but no, he's going to take the long way home. 2 rails around. Low right ball. Ideal. Might be a little straight. Yeah, he wanted another ½ inch off the rail. Would have been perfect. It means he's got to play the 7 from the cushion, basically. He is going to have to settle for the 8-10. as he doesn't have his full range of repertoire from the cushion here and wouldn't risk passing up an opportunity like this. Very well played. He's playing the 8-10. Beautifully done. Three games apiece. We got a nice match going. We got another match going right next to it on the winner's side with Mike Davis playing dark horse Dave White. Very deceptive player. Then we have Ron Alcano playing James Blackburn from North Carolina. And then we have J.T. Ringgold, also from North Carolina. And a match against Raymart's good friend, R.J. Carmona. And those are the 8 we have left. Johnny broke dry here, I think. Yeah. And now Reymart has a reasonable opportunity. So see if the 1 goes off the 5. Rayman, Ray Walters, is our tour director, a real super cue maker, repairman, and City of Richmond is really blessed to have a guy that loves pool like Ray does, taking care of the equipment of the discerning players in that region. Davis looks like he's playing real good over there. See here? That was a ball he didn't call, but Reymart could have been forced to shoot again, but not in this case. This is a real nice these balls, 2 to the 3 is the out. After that, they're all hangers, literally. We have Hasselman and Hunt Family Dentistry of Richmond, Virginia. Dr. Dave Hunt, a.k.a. the Killer Driller, has been an active player on the Action Pool Tour for its inception. I've known him since before he became Dr. Dave. He was starting to play in the regional events. One of the best strokes I've seen on a working man. Nice man, too. Hope all is well with you, Dr. Dave, if you're listening. Beautiful touch from Archer there. These balls will both be played in the same pocket. John Archer goes back into the lead by a score of 4 games to 3. A well-played match. she set it down there, and my arms just aren't that long. My thirst was long.
Right.
Wow, Reymart gets scotched during the break and leaves Johnny just a very, very nice opportunity here with the one almost straight in the corner pocket across the way, and two hanging on the jaws of the side pocket with no real work that has to be done, I don't think. A pretty nice layout. The 6 ball is probably a tough ball to get to, but this is fairly straight in. This is a little ticklish because these that was an excellent play from John. He might be playing for the 4 ball in the side pocket with a little draw ball or a popper. No, he had the corner. He had a little less angle than I thought. He's in real good line here. Notice how these top players always make sure they get their bearings and they see where their line of sight happens to be. This is the test right here. John needs good speed coming off the cushion so he can get a good look at the 6 ball, which is his toughest shot. Didn't have to. He got perfect on the 5. He's looking good. Probably high right ball and side pocket. This again is the player's choice. He's probably going to come 2 rails to the 9. Archer takes a 5-3 lead. Johnny gets blanked on the break and scratches it to boot, and now Reymart has to get out. Reymart has to get out. He might have to play the 2 to the short side. And there's obstacles. He might have to. It might play in this top right corner pocket. Hard to tell. He played position like it did. That doesn't look too good. Reymart just might have the thin edge of the 3 ball. But I don't think he can do anything really offensive with this. And there's one more sponsor of the Action Pool Tour. And that's me, George Hammerbacher, voiced the Action Pool Tour for 5 years. Advanced level instructor, Professional Billiard Instructor Association, Baltimore, Maryland. Catonsville, convenient to the I-95, Baltimore, Washington corridor, as well as to the I-70, Western Maryland corridor. I do individual hands-on instruction. Been doing it since the mid-1970s, and this is going to turn out Johnny is already on 1 foul here with the foul on the break. That's almost the same thing he had the first time. Almost the same leave. 3 balls down a hair lower than the first time. He might have to play the same style of shot again, Reymart. Almost the same thing. This time, it didn't work. Johnny has a very, very attractive, almost a connect the dots looking layout. He'll go a little forward. That's ideal. He'll just roll down to this 5 and perfect. He's just going to a little high left ball to come out for the 6. probably 2 rails into the route with high to center right. Hit the middle diamond on the top rail, middle diamond on the side. Oh, he's going to inside the ball. He neutralized the angle. That was a real smart shot. John kept it simple. He might have gone past his mark here. He isn't happy with this shot at all. He just kind of grimaced. He's just going to roll it in and take his medicine with the 10, I think. It was a little better than it looked. It's still a very, very reasonable opportunity here, to be sure, especially for the likes of a world champion player like this gentleman. Archer sends it into the darkness. Johnny Archer gets onto the hill. He's ahead 6-3 over Mr. Lim. And Raymart's made a couple mistakes, and Johnny has just played a little bit steadier than Reymart in this session. But that loser's bracket's going to be just laced with desperados from here. An excellent break. Safety for sure. John is going to have to jump his ball here to be sure. And he's got a real nice option because he's on the cushion and the cue ball's in front of the pocket on the line, so he can actually really have some options on the hit. He isn't really frozen to the cushion. This is as optimum as he could have hoped. As he's calling the 1 ball on the cut. A good hit. Another safe, I'm sure. No, he shot at it. That's as good angle as he could have hoped. That's a strong shot there. If anything, Reymart could tend to get a little careless from time to time. But a terrific shot maker and player. Oh, he's a little offline. He's heading up table a little bit. He threw it in the pocket and bought himself a nice shot on the money ball here. Okay. Better hit break. That was Archer's best hit break in this match. He got kicked down table, but he sure hit a good break shot. He parked it good. That's what he just pointed to, and he got a chilly roll there. As the old commentator Billy N. Cardona says, the balls don't stay loyal to anybody forever or for long. I forget exactly, but it was something along those lines. Archer has got distance. He doesn't have much to hide behind here other than potentially behind the four ball. He pocketed the 6 and 8 on the break. Might leave Reymart. Nah, good touch. He caught a little bit fuller than he might have thought. Uh-oh. That might be Raymart's last shot on the east side of the bracket. If the 2 goes through past the 3, which I suspect it does, these balls will be fairly easy. In fact, John has a natural to come all the way up table to this 4 ball. Some high right ball. Hitting all middle diamonds, perfect right in the middle diamond. He's just going to get a line of sight here and try to just get the 4-ball and 5-ball with a nice line that's where you can play the 5-7 in the same hole. Play a little bit of center right. Oh, he has a little more of a tester than he might have liked. Oh, Johnny overchipped a chatter. Reymart has opportunity to close the gap to 6-5. Reymart Lim is taking a short break, which is his right in every match if it's his turn at the table. This Q Master place is just, if any of you listening out there and ever want to see a place that just embodies pool and its history and all, come on down to Virginia Beach, Virginia, and check this out. This place is, it's got all sorts of different types of tables, from 7-foot tables to 10-foot tables to billiard tables, and a totally fabulous place, a true cathedral of our great sport. Next month, the Action Pool Tour will be in Midlothian, Virginia, playing at the Diamond Billiard Room, home of Rayman's Pro Shop, and a wonderful venue, great food. Again, if I didn't live 165 miles from there, I'd wear the place out. Reymart Lim with that lovely jump shot on the 1-ball closes the gap to 6-5, and he's on the break. He can't ask for any more than an opportunity like this. He'd like to have that 5-ball back he missed. But then Johnny missed one too, so they even out. Two very, very fine players here in a nice exhibition of 10-ball. Oh, a tragic kiss. Now this is, he'll take a sip of water, and there aren't too many more people any more seasoned than Mr. Archer here from terms of experience in major tournaments. John's looking at the carry here, if he can draw it off the side rail between how close he's got to come before he runs into the 8-9 to get to the 2 properly. He doesn't have another option other than rolling it down to the corner up the top left of the screen and rolling down to the 2. He's still uncertain. He'd like to come back. Let's see where his cue's going through. All center diamonds, very sound, high percentage pocket billiards, and this looks like a shooting stop for the 3 in the side to me. Oh, okay. He's got a little more angle on this 3 than he might have liked, I think. Might be even bank it. Nah. I don't know about this one, folks. Oh my. Reymart has got another opportunity. He's so delighted to be at the table right now. This is why Reymart practices and works so hard on his game to get opportunities to play a legend like Mr. Archer. I call him Mr. Archer because he conducts himself with total class at all times. Oh, overswung. That's a beautiful play. I think he's all right. He wanted to get maybe a little bit more angle than this, but it's good. Should go roll right to the 6 ball. Yeah. Reymart had 2 opportunities. He had to have had played perfect to win this match, but he played well, but looks like not well enough. Well, this is looking pretty much like a done deal. And the handshake, John Archer takes down Mr. Reymart Lim by the score of 7-5 in the semifinal match on the undefeated side. Raymart's not done though. Reymart goes to the 1-loss side and We'll be back in a few moments for the next match. George Hammerbacher, Voice of the Action Pool Tour, will return.